Hi, boys and girls. It's Wednesday, April 15th. Good morning. I hope you had a good day yesterday. So let's look at today. I'm going to see you at 11 o'clock for our Zoom lesson. It's going to be a whole group lesson, and then I'll take a small group afterwards. So let's go through the day. Once we go over the schedule and look at the checklist, then you can figure out where you need your breaks in between your subjects and have lunch and snacks and so forth. Okay, remember to visit your special websites. I know Senor has sent you something and you're going to Zoom with him on Thursday. Also, Dr. Schultz has an assignment that hopefully you're working on. Remember to press share at the end of the day with me. I was able to review about 6 during the day yesterday that were sent to me, so thank you for that. Your Zoom sessions, remember our chart is in your social studies folder with all the links that were provided to me. So those are there. So you do have to go into that today to get the link for our Zoom class and Miss Sorensen's at 2 p.m. Remember, there is a virtual waiting room, so you will see a sign saying Mrs. DeGrazia will be with you shortly, and I'll let you in. The most important part of this is that I need to recognize your name to let you into our Zoom meeting. So if you have your parents' name, if their last name is on there, then I know I can let you in. But you should be using your own Scarsdale account. Mr. Casal was really saying how important that was, that you need to be in your Scarsdale account and that where I can recognize you and let you into the Zoom meetings. I know some of you are using your au pairs or someone else's laptop. That gets really tricky. So please make sure you're using your Scarsdale account so I can let you into the waiting room. We're going to celebrate Zane's birthday from yesterday. We're going to start with the first 10 minutes, come with a joke. Please let's let some other students who haven't shared a joke to have time to share. So everyone please come with a joke, and we look forward to having some laughs together. Then we'll review our science work, our weather chart. After our Zoom meeting, I will meet with number 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 today. So please come with any questions or anything that you need to work on or clarify, and I can work with you in the small group. On your Padlet, continue those questions. Also, a lot of you are not putting your name on the Padlet, so please put your name with your question. And also, before you ask the question, scroll up a little bit and see if anyone asked the same question, because a lot of times that's happening. So I want you to be more independent to say, okay, does someone ask that question? And then you can see if I answered it, and then your question will be answered already. Okay, today for ELA, we're going to continue our poetry. Miss Mangan's going to talk about alliteration, which hopefully all of you remember because we talked about this a lot during our morning meeting. Marvelous Monday, terrific Tuesday, wacky Wednesday. All right, so she's going to teach you more about alliteration in poems, and then write a bunch of poems today using different techniques. Then you're going to pick one, upload it, and record it on Seesaw. Just a reminder, some of you are forgetting your line breaks. So really think about while you're writing, even though you're looking at different literary devices, you want to make sure your line breaks still make sense and they still have stanzas, because we're not writing stories. So you want to have those stanzas and those line breaks to show your poetry work. Down below, you can also look at more alliteration. So here's some examples of alliteration. So if you click on this, okay, here they continue to talk about what Miss Mangan talked about with alliteration, and here are more poems with alliteration, and some might just have a single alliteration within the poem, so you can even look for that. All right, you could be on a hunt for alliterations, but this might be a good web page to use today for our lesson for part of your poetry reading work. Okay, so I know you have to read a half hour a day. Today, keep in mind your science can count towards that 30 minutes. Okay, because there is a lot of science reading right now. So if you do a little bit of poetry, then the rest can be science reading work. So just something to think about. And of course, you could go beyond that, but I really want to point that out. Also, cursive. Today we're going to learn lowercase q and n. Remember, if today seems like there's a lot, then this can be due by Friday. So that's okay. So just keep that in mind if you want to leave this for last. I do have the video for the lowercase letters. So really look at this, and they tell you step by step the formation so that you're doing the right formation. So watch it. You can watch it more than once. You can watch it twice or 3 times and then skywrite. Be confident in how to form the letter before you actually do your Q and N cursive pages today. Okay, so here's your cursive pages. Remember, right under each letter to draw the Q's. Okay, and then you're joining letters. And here we have quilt, quick, quiet, plaque, squeal, squid, squirrel, squirt, and quit. And then down below here, we have nation, narrow, nice, canal, town, dance, corn, scent, and notice. So you're going to be really working on your formation. When you're writing, you're not lifting your pencil off the paper. It should be fluid if you're doing the connections right. So really pay attention to your writing work. Get into a good writing posture, put on some classical music. Just think about our class, what we used to do, and really get into that good writing position at home. We're going to continue mass and weight. Miss Luciano is going to do the video today. She's going to talk about grams. It's another unit of measure for mass. You will need paper and a pencil because there will be pause in recording your answers, and Miss Luciano will work alongside you. So when she tells you to pause, check your work when you unpause and make sure that you're understanding. If you need to, rewind that part of the video, then you can do that if you still are having trouble. So that's what's really nice about having the video. Also, we found a really fun interactive pan balance activity for you today. So Miss Luciana will go over this with you. She shows you 2 examples, and then you can really play around with this. So it's really a lot of fun. We hope you enjoy it. Also, independent work, you're going to be working in workbooks 13 and 14. We give you the print option and the copy and paste option. So both pages are here, and Miss Luciana will also explain to why this page has a rectangle over it. Okay, and she'll go over why that is, so you'll understand after watching the video. So here's your print options for 13, 14. Reflex Math, congrats. Your Reflex Math, 3 green dots. We've solved 193,345 facts already. So that's really exciting. So keep up the good work. A lot of you are almost ready to go to the next level or finish the Reflex Math work. Today I gave you an answer key because of the bar modeling. Boys and girls, in the video, in the direction, it talks about bar modeling. So if you handed in work without the bar modeling, it does not count. Okay, you have to use a representation of your work. Write your work horizontally and your answer statement, just like in class. All right, so to get credit, you must do that. Here are the answers to help you for those who possibly did a few wrong and just need a little guidance. So there are the answers to help you along the way. For science, weather, and climate, Mrs. Boyer is going to go over the science work for today. So watch the video first, and then we also wrote written directions to help you after the video. So you want to go to your weather journal. Some of you printed it out already, or you're doing it digitally. So record Wednesday's work. Here's your local station. And also you're going to use the same link from yesterday. For the Pebble Go Next, you did introduction and what is weather. So you're going to scroll all the way down to the ones that Mrs. Boyer mentions, which I believe is daily forecast, and I believe this one, but watch her video and it's clear in the video which ones you need to do. So there are 2 sections to read today that can count towards your 30 minutes. And this is a really fun National Geographic for kids. It talks about animals and animal behavior, how they predict weather. So have fun also doing that. It's really interesting. So as you can see, there's a lot more reading. Now, with the reading, we want you to really use those strategies as stop and think questions. So between yesterday's readings and today's readings, we have 3 stop and think questions, and we organized it for you that you can copy and paste these into your science. And we already started your sentence so that you can write and complete sentences. You might want to have 2 windows open. so that you can use evidence from the text to support your claim. So we're really looking for good work here. So you have 3 different slides to answer those questions to stop and think, similar to like Enemy Pie that we did. Okay, so continue your Heathcote Community Service project. I saw some great time capsules already, and here's your checklist for the day. So please review this and check it off as you go. Again, the cursive practice can be due Friday if you feel like it's just too much to complete for today. All right, boys and girls, I'll see you at 11. Some of you might want to wait to do the science until our 11 o'clock Zoom. Please have your weather journals with you because we're going to definitely need to revise and edit some of your work to make sure that we're doing it correctly. Okay, see you 11 o'clock.